it was business.
Well, if it is, it has nothing to do with the cutting edge.
She's got other interests.
Well, what about her interests right here?
Oh, Dimitri, I'm sure she's on her way.
You know, I don't know where on earth she could be.
Were you waiting for me, John?
Erica, where have you been?
Well, I told Maria that I had a few business matters to take care of. That's all. You were worried. That's so sweet.
I called the studio, your attorney, the accountant.
My second-grade teacher.
I cut short a conference call to my London office.
Oh, darling, I interrupted business. I'm so sorry.
Just tell me where you were. The truth, Erica.
What are you doing with this rose?
Why are you wearing that dress?
What are you, the wardrobe police?
Some detective I turned out to be.
Wait a minute, you're beyond clueless?
That makes you...
An idiot! Oh, you got me good, Fred. You got what? Dixie put you up to this, right?
Slow down,
when I get her,
Clueless.
I'm just
It's
gonna...
me. It's me.
Of course it's you. You're just not him.
Dear Clueless, you want my bio? Here it is in the thumbnail. I'm 30-something, own my own business, play handball at the gym twice a week. Sound familiar? You're looking at him. I'm beyond clueless.
So young to understand death's cruel nature. I was sorry to hear of your mother's passing. She often called you her miracle. When she spoke of you, her eyes glistened with pride. I hope you'll take all the gifts she gave you and her...
What's that? What are you reading?
Where did you come from?
That's Daddy's.
Where is your daddy?
Down by the lake.
Your picture's in here, isn't it? And a lot of other pictures, too. There's a picture of another boy and a very pretty lady. Do you have a brother? You're not afraid, are you? I know. Your parents probably told you never to talk to strangers. And that's good advice. You shouldn't talk to people you don't know. You're a very smart little boy. I'll bet you even have a girlfriend.
Yep.
Let me try to guess her name. Annie? Amber? Amanda? Amanda. That's a beautiful name. She must be a very pretty little girl. The prettiest little girl in the whole wide world.
Are you lost?
Yeah. In a way, I guess you could say I am.
That man said so.
Right. We got separated, and there's so many trails around here, I couldn't find my way back.
But Daddy can. Dad!
No, honey.
Daddy, come quick!
It's been fun, but I've got to go. You be a good boy. Bye-bye.
Jamie? Son? Jamie? What's going on? What are you doing?
Talking
To who? The chipmunk?
to a lost lady.
Lost lady? Were you with somebody? You were? Was it that lost lady the man was talking about?
She had this.
Nothing's missing. Listen, son, did she look the way that man said she did? Was she a pretty lady?
She saw him a picture.
Listen, Jamie, she didn't try to get you to go with her, did she?
No,
She didn't try to give you anything?
no. Daddy, she's a stranger.
Good, right. And what did I always tell you? We never, ever talk to strangers, right? No matter how pretty they are. At least not for another 12 years or so. Which way'd she go? All right, listen, son. It's time for Martin camping rule number 9, okay? Nobody leaves the other campers, all right? I don't want you wandering away from me ever again. I mean, what if I couldn't find you? What if you got lost up here, huh?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Tell you what, you just stay close, promise? Okay? Come on, mount up. Tell you what we'll do. We are going to hook up with the other guys and light ourselves a big old campfire and listen to the story, Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Headless Horseman.
Yay!
Okay.
I asked you not to go through my things.
But I didn't mean to.
This wasn't written to you.
I was just looking for a book, and I picked that one, and then the letter fell out.
And you read it. You had no right to do that, Laura.
I'm sorry.
All I've asked of you is that you respect my privacy.
Look,
This is my home.
It wasn't like before with the box, honest. It was an accident. Well, at least until I opened it. Look, you don't say much. I wanted a clue to what you're about.
If you've got questions, ask me.
Look, it won't happen again, Pierce. I mean it. It's just, well, when I saw the line about your mom, that's the worst. I mean, it's like you're lost and scared and empty all at the same time. It's like nothing can ever be right again.
Forgotten I put this in here.
How old were you?
When she died? 17.
It's young. What happened to her?
Wasn't sure at first. Folks didn't talk much. About a year before it happened, she went into the hospital for a few days. They said everything would be okay. Then she started losing weight, sleeping more. I didn't see any of it happening. None of it. I mean, she looked like my mom, but... And I believed him. I believed that she would get better. But she was too tired on those drugs and medicine. Then one morning, my dad called an ambulance. But she was too sick to make it to the hospital. She died on the way.
I'm really sorry.
It wasn't until a funeral that I'd even heard the word cancer.
You know, it's like people think you're an adult. You don't need a mom, you know. You got friends and you got things to do. They're totally correct. I mean, new stuff happens and you just want to, you know, check in. You want to share it. You have all these questions.
How old were you?
Me? No, I I knew some kids, you know, who lost their folks, and it really messed them up.
When did she die, Laura?
Three months ago, okay? So now you know. Or even. She got trapped in a fire.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, me too. Real sorry.
Erica, you told Edmund and Maria you were going out. You never said where.
Well, you know what I can do. I can type up my itinerary and post it, and that way you can track my every move.
I wasn't worried about you.
Well, good. Thank you, I think.
I would like an answer.
And I would like some peace and quiet in my own home after a long and grueling day. Darling, I mean, you're suffocating me, darling. I can't live in this American microscope. I'm an independent woman.
Well, be as independent as you want, but show a little common courtesy next time.
I have been the soul of courtesy. I have held this family together. I have put up with petty attacks on my character. But no, I'm not going to stand here and be treated like a child who's late for supper.
Oh, so you don't want to tell us where you went? That's fine.
Well, one thing, I know you love me. You certainly wouldn't be tying yourself up in knots over my whereabouts, my comings and goings.
Erica, don't belittle it. This isn't the first time you've had me wondering.
I'm warning you, darling, I have just so much tolerance for badgering.
All right, answer me one question, then.
Okay, I will. Anything. Anything at all. Anything to end this torture.
How did a charm from your bracelet get into Maria's medical bag?
You don't still doubt this?
Oh, I'm passed out. Well into shock.
I'm flattered.
I'm sorry, Charlie. Look, it's not about you.
I don't see any other guys walking around here with a white rose.
Well, look, it's like meeting someone you've heard so much about, you know? You get this image in your head of what that person's like and who he is, what he looks like, and then you finally meet him, and he's nothing like what you thought he'd be, or worse. You've known him all along.
Well, who did you think he'd be?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's not about tall, dark, and handsome. I mean, the man who wrote, "How come when you get your heart torn out, you still feel it breaking?" He really touched me.
I've never been quoted before. Flattered. You know, your letters were a real magnet for me. I couldn't wait to log on. I kept imagining what her voice would be like. You know, if she spoke the same way she wrote, whether her eyes were blue, whether she had some other cyber guy she was talking to.
Oh, just the one. And they're actually brown.
I noticed. So riddle me this, Clueless. What in the name of real life do we do now?